Now yourself, you battled through some different injuries, and like you touched on it a little bit earlier, where the Cowboys got tight with their cap, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, you were a casualty, after a few seasons. How much did that hurt? And then I know you had to kind of leave, and you were with Frisco and it was
Yeah.
Buffalo also. I remember.
Buffalo. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like, how was that? How did that impact you mentally, along with the physical aspect?
Oh man, to be honest, it didn't hurt at all. Because like I said,
Right.
I was a guy, grew up in Oak Cliff, inner city Dallas. I wasn't supposed to be there for 1 week, so to play 3 seasons in Dallas, was unbelievable for me. So I was always humble and grateful for any opportunity I had to be in that locker room. So again, it didn't hurt. It was definitely a transition and adjustment to leave Dallas and go to different teams, especially being from Dallas, spending all that time in Dallas, growing in Dallas, and just getting close to those guys in Dallas. So it was definitely an adjustment going to different teams, going through the old free agent market. Now that's the mental part of things, that it kind of gets you where you're flying from team to team, working out from team to team. That's the part that kind of gets to you mentally and physically, and then going into a whole nother team, whole nother locker room from the Cowboys, and when I say there's no organization that does what the Cowboys do, from a systematic standpoint to a culture standpoint to just how they treat their players and things like that. So I will say I was spoiled in Dallas, from training camp, the setup of training camp, to going to Indy and going through training camp in Indy, and have to go from staying in your own apartment in Dallas, in Oxnard, to going to Indy. We stand in an all-girls dorm room, so just those transitions and things like that was the mental adjustments that I had. But again, at the end of the day, it was still a full-quarter football game. But I would say it was adjustment. I wouldn't say anything was hurt. I wasn't upset or anything like that when I wasn't able to re-sign with Dallas. I still had the opportunity to go play other football teams in other places, and I did. And again, I saw different aspects of the game and different coaching values. Being able to play under Frank Gore in Buffalo was amazing. That was one of the most greatest times, being able to play under a future Hall of Famer like that in the backfield, just seeing how he went about his day and things like that. I mean, in San Francisco, sorry. When I played with Frank in San Fran.
Now, can you talk about what you're up to now? I know you're with John Kitna and so forth, and you're coaching. Is it Burleson High School? Did I get it right?
Yeah, Burleson High School. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm at Burleson High School with Kit, man, and like I said, Kit's a great guy, man. Kit called my phone after JG didn't extend, and we all kind of went our separate ways. JG went to New York, and he called me like, PT, keep the band together. I have my daughters in high school, so relocating out of Dallas or out of the Dallas area was a no-go for me. I missed so much time with her from playing and then coaching the league that I was committed to, seeing her through high school and being around her throughout her high school time. So I talked to a couple of colleges. I was actually going to head down to Texas A&M before Kit called me. He said, I want you to come to Burleson High School. I said, Kit, I don't even know what Burleson is. But again, Burleson High School and their program had nothing to do with me committing to them. It was my loyalty to John Kitna, my loyalty to Kit of what he did for me as a player. So I said, Kit, I'll come try it out. And again, we went through a COVID year, which was a crazy time, which was last year for us. But again, I seen the vision that he had, not only for just coaching kids, but transforming kids from young men to men, and the things that he do from a holistic program aspect of tricking these kids with a 120-yard field, 53 and a third wide, to just becoming real men, and just teaching them the things in life and transforming them and building social awareness and giving those guys a safe place to come, to relax, be themselves, and just cultivate them every day. And that's what I enjoy most about the high school football. It's growing on me, but it's a bigger investment than it is on a professional level. So that's why you see guys like a Jason Witten to lead the game, and I'm sure he had plenty of opportunity to go coach college football and whether NFL football, but he chose to go coach high school football. And I don't know if you know it or not, but Texas high school football it's a different culture now. It's a different breed here. But just being able to invest in these guys, man, I just watch Hall of Fame speeches all the time, man. 85-90% of those guys, when they get up there, they're gonna thank their high school coach. You don't get many guys that's on a Hall of Fame speech that's just kudos to my NFL coach, college coach. It's usually that high school coach that believed in them and taught them how to put in thigh pads or put in knee pads or put their helmet on the right way and introduce them to the game, that those guys are grateful for I'm a firm believer that high school coaches plant the seed. They plant the seed, they grow, and I think once you get to the collegiate NFL level, it's just for those guys not to mess up the seed that was already planted, from high school coaches. So I just wanted to be there and be with Kit, man, for as long as I can while I'm here and just help to transform these young men.
I've gone to see the Cowboys play on the road, and I know that's one heck of an experience. You go to the team hotel, and it's like you guys are rock stars. And how many different fans and people from all walks of life are coming out to see you. Can you explain to people that maybe haven't gone to, have an experience of a Cowboy road game and try to catch up with you guys and stuff like that, what the vibe and everything is like?
Man, the vibe of away games, to be honest, is better than home games. It's better than home games, man. To be able to fly to another city, fly to another state, and get off a plane and you feel like you're at home, and you feel like you're at home from the moment you get to the hotel. It's fans out and you hear them calling your name, they're asking for autograph. There's no booing. It's all cheering, and from kids to adults, man, they're just excited to see us. Like I said, it's like a rock star vibe, and you sacrifice that time of just getting to your room and let me go to that. You sacrifice that 30 to 45 minutes just to show homage, and show that respect back, to sign autograph, take pictures, talk to fans, because, man, those people sit out there 4 and 5 hours waiting for us to get there, just for a handshake and anything like that. And I told myself I would never be too big time to acknowledge that and show respect to that. So no matter how long it took, no matter how many autographs I had to sign, no matter how many pictures I had to take, I was going to make sure that I got that done, for all those Dallas Cowboy fans.
In closing, what type of future endeavors or what else is kind of on your to-do list? I mean, I know you're still, a relatively young man, and I'm sure you've got other goals and so forth. What else is on the to-do list for yourself?
Yeah, right now, man, I'm definitely enjoying this high school football, especially, being able to also enjoy the time with my daughter, being able to enjoy time with her, to be able to see her go through high school, see her participate in her track meets and things like that is what's my mindset on right now. But just growing as a coach, evolving as a coach on this level of high school ball and being able to transform young men. So right now, this is where I see myself, and I'm committed to Burleson High School right now. Committed to Kit and just working with those guys, but it's hard to say, especially in the coaching world. Coaching world is one of those things where it's stability, but no stability. You can be here 1 year and then somewhere else the next year. But for right now, man, my boots on the ground. I'm grounded with Burleson High School football and just building a community, man, uniting the community through football. And I think that's one thing that unites community and just bring people together is football, man. Friday night lights, Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon. I don't care what you believe in, your religion, your ethnic background, your political stance, man. When that ball is kicked off, we're together. Whatever shirt you got on, we're together. Whatever logo is on the side of your helmet, that's who we are. The only thing I'm gonna disagree with is if you got on another decal on the side of your shirt. But again, man, football is what unites, man. I think that I'll continue to take full advantage of that and being able to unite communities, unite different races and political aspects and things like that, just to bring people together, man. I think that's what football do. I said, regardless of what you believe, what you think of, man, if your team's playing, you're my guy. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, right now, man, my boots are down on the ground in Burleson football, man, just building this program, building that community.